So, good evening, people. Adika speaking today about the lockdown resets that we have in our world today. Just give me a moment. Spacing. So, thank you very much for watching my channel today. Basically, um, there's been news that basically that there's going to be a new lockdown coming up very very soon. And I've actually been talking about this since last year. I believe it was August, September time. It was August time because I was actually doing a course on using accounting softwares. And the Lord spoke to me through a dream that I had to finish off my course before the end of the Hebraic New Year. So I had to finish off those courses and be able to be prepared to be able to take on some opportunities in the economy whereby I could potentially be self-employed or I could work for somebody in the economy. But one thing he actually showed me in the vision was that because I'm actually on welfare at the moment, because I'm actually have some health issues, he showed me a like a piece of paper where I had to fill in my details alongside with a COVID test, kind of the COVID test the COVID testing, the way by you put in your nose and you put everything down on the COVID test kit. So he told me that um, the if you do not actually be obliged to take a COVID test or like a test for any pestilences that's out there in the world, if you're not obliged to take it, or if you do actually have the disease and you reject taking the vaccine, that they can stop your benefits and they will just actually stop all of the welfare and not pay you any welfare any longer. So that's why he told me that basically you need to go back to work. You need to be prepared to be also have an upper level of how you work, whereby you become self-employed, or so that you can still maintain your freedoms in this world. So that's what he actually showed me, and then he gave me another dream. He gave me a dream whereby I was walking in a place in Sheffield. Like normally, I like to go and get my hair cut, and I like to look good most of the time. That's what I like to do most of the time. Being on television. But when I went over to one of the barber shops, the barber actually required me to take one of my medications, which I've actually been avoiding to take because it actually shuts down my senses of the way how I actually sense the realm of the spirit. So I don't want to take this medication. But he said if I wanted to get my hair cut in this place, I need to take the medication. So I decided to walk away from that place. And then, as I was actually crossing the motorway, I heard this music coming out from the realm of from the sky, and basically there was this girl that was actually listening to music as she crossed over the road and almost got hit by a car. And I kept on walking. I actually ignored. I kept on walking along the way over to a place that was opposite the police station, where there was a cafeteria or like a restaurant that was there. And I saw one of these policemen holding these kind of advanced technology whereby they scan barcodes and all that kind of stuff with this machine that they were holding in their bodies. And I actually thought that they were looking for me because I actually thought I was actually in trouble with the law. So I called over to the policeman, and when he came, he took his machine and he scanned my head. And it was like, I see there was a barcode on top of my head over there. He scanned it and he actually responded and he went on his way. So that took me aback for a while. I was like, how come that he was able to scan my head and the barcode was able to respond? So right now, I actually watched some videos on Reddit, I think that's what it's called, and they're talking about how the government is actually how the World Health Organization is prepared for a lockdown this time. And I was actually revealed something by the Lord that basically our freedoms are being taken away. The way how life is right now is not going to be the way how it used to be before. That basically everything will be scrutinized. Before you could be able to go and get some certain things without actually being scrutinized about your health condition, or you don't have a vaccine card, or you're not being asked if you've taken the vaccine. But this is what is coming. What is coming is that people will actually begin to start asking for your identity to see if you've taken the vaccine, or if you've taken a new vaccine for the new monkeypox. Is it monkeypox? Monkeypox pestilence that's going on right now. I think that's what it is. Mpox. But basically, people will start actually being so concerned about your health condition that they will not want to interact with you anymore until you've taken the vaccine. So this is where we're headed to right now, if this prophecy is actually true. The Lord has actually been advising me to do some certain things, like before I actually go over to, if I was actually able to get the skill, I'll go over to recruitment sites or recruitment offices and begin to enlist myself to go and get a job. But this time around, the Lord has actually advised me to be self-employed, or I will go to the gym to actually go and exercise my body and all that kind of stuff. Right now, I have to buy weights, and then right then about the cuts of my hair, I now need to buy some clippers and a mirror so that I can be able to cut my hair by myself. So basically, it might seem to be bad news about these things that are happening, but these kind of things that are happening right now is an opportunity for us to be able to be self-sufficient and be more independent in our lives, to not rely so much on the economy anymore for our upkeep. We can actually be able to take care of ourselves more. We can begin to start cooking our food even more and be much more innovative in the way how we cook our food, where we cut our hair, where we do our gymming, all this kind of thing. So it's not really a bad news. I'm not worried about this lockdown because I'm so independent of the government system to some certain extent because I get welfare. So, but obviously with the welfare that could be taken away as well because if I don't decide to take the vaccine, then they can take the welfare away from me. So then I have a support mechanism whereby I could be self-employed, and I could then begin to start doing business being self-employed. I've been wanting this for a very long time. Like I actually made some videos about the benefit system, about how we're supposed to get back to work and all these kind of things. And I've actually put it there on the on my YouTube account. But this is what's going on right now. So um, believe it, because people can say that we want to use common sense and we want to use some things like facts to actually decipher what's going on in that world today. You cannot use common sense. You have to lean upon the Lord for your understanding and for your knowledge, and not rely on your own understanding. Basically, you have to lean upon the Lord. You have to be able to place faith upon the Lord. And people may find that to be very difficult because they cannot see what the Lord is trying to aim for, or what the Lord is trying to show over to us what's going on in the world. But these things that God actually tells us to do, they're new opportunities for us to be very creative, very innovative, and to be more self-sufficient. So why don't you not actually obey the Lord and actually do what He tells you to do? So that's the end of my video today. Thank you very much for watching this video today. God bless you today. Bye bye.